Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. I don't know if you just heard that then, but there was just a swan flying right over my head. That was perfect timing, that. Yeah, good morning, good afternoon and good evening wherever you are in the world, and welcome to Danny's Detours, where we talk about anything and everything life related. Consciousness is our canvas. Welcome back to the channel, guys. I tell you what, it's a little bit on the old Bogdan Milosevic side down here, but listen, we keep going. Yeah, and I'm just starting about again with my two favourite compadres, Paddy and Willow. Willow's pulling like an absolute freight train, and Paddy's just lagging behind. It's every time whenever it's been raining, he's always a little bit funny. He's a little bit on the soft side, let's just say that. But yeah, welcome back to the channel, guys, and I tell you what, we've cracked past 350 subscribers now, which is absolutely amazing. We're now on 357, so thank you so much to everyone who has liked, commented and subscribed to the channel. Please make sure that you do leave a comment as well, because I love hearing back from you guys. Give me some feedback on what you think about my channel, you know, give me some, you know, get involved and let me know what you know, what your thoughts on my videos. And I know that a lot of you do leave comments, which is absolutely fantastic, and also don't forget to give it a like. But yeah, today, guys, we're just having a little bit of a walk down my local canal, like you've seen, excuse me, in some of my previous videos. And yeah, so we're just going to get some nice footage and just have a little bit of a chat, so we will catch you shortly. Yeah, today, guys, I wanted to talk a little bit about the importance of your mindset. And literally, you know, having the right mindset is everything when you think about it, because once you learn to control your mindset, then this is when everything starts to change, literally. Because, oh, look at that, fantastic. I always get distracted by nature, don't I? But yeah, the power of your mindset is everything, and you can choose whatever mindset you want to adopt. See, like, I always got to look back to how I was in the past and my mindset, you know, and I was always focusing on the wrong things in life, you know. I was always focusing on a lot of negative things. Whereas now, I get up every morning and I choose. Listen, I understand that, you know, we go through moments in life where not everything always works out for us, you know, and, you know, we have trials, tribulations, and, you know, I get that, I understand that, but at the same time, you know, it's up to us, because once you adopt the right mindset, that is when everything starts to change in your life. And it's as easy as just the minute you wake up in the morning, that is when you're oh, well, I spotted a squirrel. Ooh, she nearly had it then, guys. Paddy spotted it as well. But yeah, Mr. Squirrel then nearly got by Willow. Dogs are on it this morning, but yeah, just like, you know, when you wake, the first thing that you do when you wake up in the morning is what the majority of people do. They turn straight to their phone. And I've been doing a lot of like research on this, on like the subconscious mind. And literally, when your subconscious mind is at its most impressive is right before you go to sleep at night, and just as you're waking up, like literally the minute you wake up and your eyes open, what do most people do? They'll have a yawn, they'll have a bit of a groan or whatever, and then they'll turn over and they'll grab the phone, won't they? And then it's instantly onto social media or whatever pixels that they're looking at, you know, to release dopamine within their mind, in their brain, sorry. Come on, you two. So, you know, the part, like, literally, once you've got to get up, and then you've got to say to yourself, give yourself them affirmations, and visualizing as well, visualizing what you want to achieve in life, what your goals are, you know, setting out them affirmations and saying what you are, saying that I am wealthy, I'm healthy, I'm abundant. Because when you are saying this, especially at these times, guys, this is when your subconscious mind is at its most impressionable. So getting up and just literally saying to yourself what you want to be, or saying what you are, because your subconscious mind doesn't know any different. Your subconscious mind doesn't know whether you're telling the truth or whether you're lying. And it's not that you're lying, it's just that you're just saying what you are, and you are not letting like other people's perceptions or beliefs or thoughts or what you think other people are thinking about you getting portrayed and projected onto you. Because all that really ever matters, guys, is your mindset. So yeah, just a few things to think about, but we'll keep moving on and we'll carry on our little chat a little bit further up. Yeah, because when you think about it, guys, right, your mindset dictates everything. Well, you can choose whether you want to be in a positive state flow or a negative state flow. But you cannot let your external circumstances dictate. That is where your mind needs to become unconquerable. It needs to become solid to the point where it cannot be controlled by external circumstances. And this is why getting up every morning and putting out them positive affirmations, but not only that, they're saying to the universe what you are, letting your body feel into it as well. Because it's a bit like this: when you go to the doctors and someone gives you a tablet, the doctor gives you a tablet, immediately you're gonna believe that that tablet is gonna make you better, because they call it the placebo effect, don't they? Even though that tablet might not have anything in it that is gonna make you feel better, but you believed that you will get better. So the minute you believe, that is when everything started to change. And you did that through what? Your mind. Your mind instantly said to yourself, I am going to get better. So that's kind of like how it works. So if you can implement that same thought process towards any goals, any aspirations that you have, tell you what, it's a bit Bogdan Milosevic around here, guys, then literally over time, that is when everything will start to shift for you. You need the parakeets again, guys, over there. I'm just back under my old favourite tree now, guys, just doing my grounding. I've not actually managed to do this for a couple of days, but I'll tell you something, I can tell the days when I haven't done it, because I don't know, I kind of like start to like feel my body getting a bit, I don't want to say, yeah, like a little bit more elevated in stress and stuff like that. So hence why I always come out. You know, I try and make sure that I get out into nature every day. You know, it's as simple as something like that, just putting your hand on a tree, because this is how we recharge our bodies. But yeah, I'll do this for at least a good couple of minutes, And then the minute you do it, you can just feel your body just start to calm and ground and relax. Obviously it's getting a bit too cold at the moment. I'm not I'm not going to have my my feet out in this, and it's a bit too wet anyway, but my toes will be dropping off. But yeah, it's just I know I talk about this a lot on a lot of my other videos, but this is to all the new subscribers out there, you know, just coming out in nature is so important, and especially just, you know, having contact with trees, because this is how it regulates our nervous system. It calms everything down, recharges our body. You know, we got told so many different things, like eating certain foods and stuff like that recharges our body, but it couldn't be quite the opposite really. We get energy from nature, and we get energy from the sun as well, like I stated, talking about sun gazing and stuff like that. So give it a try next time you're out in nature, just sit, because it improves your circulation as well. So yeah, this is one for all the new subscribers. Give it a try. I'm on this morning, guys. Just down by the brook now, guys. And yeah, just like I was stating before, you know, your mindset is literally everything, and it's up to you what you decide to put into it. You know, you can choose to put good, positive thoughts into it, or you can choose to put negative thoughts into it. But never let anything external outside of you dictate your mind. You could be in the worst place in the world and it would not matter, because it's all that matters what happens inside, and that is within your mind and inside internally. And once you can control that, that is when your life will start to shift. You know, because I've only got to look back to, you know, how my thought processes were. You know, and obviously I don't know if any of you know, but I've been on a little bit of a transformative journey. You know, I used to be addicted to drugs, cocaine, and I was a really bad gambling addict as well. Gambling was my worst, you know, that was my worst crux that I had at the time. But I genuinely believe that I had to go and learn them lessons in order for me to ascend. Because it's like this, right, yeah, there's no light without dark, there's no good without bad. But you've got to learn to be the master that can balance it. You know, you've got to be that person that can shine their light, but also sit in that darkness, if that makes sense. Because it's a thing called duality, guys. And once you learn to balance these two things out, then, you know, because listen, we can't be positive and good all the time. We can't have forced positivity. But at the same time, when we do go into these moments where, you know, we're starting to slip down, or we feel as though we're going into a little bit of a negative state, we need to realise and say to ourselves, well, we need to be the observer of our thoughts. Because a lot of the time, guys, right, we are not the owner of our thoughts. We are not the owner of them. We are literally just the conscious awareness behind those thoughts. And once you realise this, and realise that this body in which we have decided to commandeer in this life is not who we are, and we are just the conscious awareness behind it, that is when everything starts to shift. Because you've only got to look at it like this, right, and think to yourself that, you know, like, your consciousness is infinite and it lives forever. It cannot be destroyed. Like energy, only thing you can do with energy is transmute it, which you can send it from a high vibration to a low vibration. That's transmuting energy, which is what you are capable of doing. See, we got taught a lot of things about this, looking to the physical of how things are, but it couldn't be any more opposite from the truth. But I think we're going to leave it at that anyway, guys. Thank you so much to everyone who has liked, commented and subscribed. And also, put down in the comments, what do you think about consciousness? You know, what is your outlook on this? let me know in the comments, and yeah, we're going to leave it at that. But for me, Paddy and Willow, I hope you have a fantastic day. Love you loads. Peace.